Uh, Today, let's talk about fragility and how do you transform yourself, your team, your organization, your life from being fragile to anti-fragile. This is a excerpt that I'm going to read from the book by the same name, written by a dear friend, Dr. Alan Barnard, who is the CEO of Goldrat Research. He was on my podcast as well. I will share the link where you can hear the entire conversation that I had with him on TOC and his interactions with and learnings from Dr. Eliyahu Goldratt, who was the original proponent of the theory of constraints. So now, this is something that I have written in my book Thrive as well, which is it is super important that we are able to build resilience inside of ourselves. And by resilience, what I mean is our ability to withstand shocks. And that's the first step, right? Unless you are able to withstand shocks or withstand sudden negative impact on ourselves, on our relationships, on our books, on our businesses, there is absolutely no way that we can actually grow from them. There is no way that we can actually get stronger from them. So that's the first step, which is the ability to withstand these shocks and emerge alive, right? So that's the first step. Something that I also believe is uh, something most of us fail to do. A lot of times, uh, the fear of success, the fear of what if this is successful beyond my imagination, or if it fails, stops us from capturing the upside of opportunities. The difference between decent entrepreneurs and great entrepreneurs is their ability to spot an opportunity, to find a wave to ride on and maximize that potential, maximize how much you can actually ride on that wave. So, again, in sports, we can call this as riding the momentum. Mm. The point is that are you able to spot that you are on a wave, or there is a wave that you can ride on? And once you're able to spot it, do you have enough strength, courage, and the mindset to get on that wave and ride the wave? Or are you stuck in our own mindsets, in our own fears, and are not willing to put in the effort and put in the taking the risk to riding the wave? So, in life, as with everything else, optionality is super important. And the more options you have, the more choices you have, and the more choices you have, hopefully you are able to pick the better choice, right? And that's a decision, that's a skill that we learn as we go along. Again, going back to the book, the third step in the entire process, right? So, step three is avoiding the boom bust trap, which is keeping growth sustainable so you don't crash. This means growth limits that prevent overextension in business, sustainable growth instead of extreme cycles in personal life, and steady practices that work in all seasons for relationships. You're not going between two extremes, so you're having higher highs and having lower lows. What that does, this entire boom bust cycle, is put us in constant pressure to find the next high. And in that constant pressure, what ends up happening is you find more and more lows. And what that does is it cancels out all the gains that we make in the highs that we see. So, in order for us to transform ourselves from and our businesses from our relationships from being fragile to becoming anti-fragile, is number one, limit the downside, survive the negative shocks, thrive during positive shocks, which is, every time you get an opportunity to hit a home run, go for it. And at the same time, making sure that we are not swinging between one high to the next low, to the next high, to the next low. So we need to exploit the upside, minimize the downside. That's all about optionality, right? So you need to pick options which are able to give you um, uh, highs and at the same time reduce the risk of lows. So that's all for today. I think if you have not read the book, please do read the book. The book is called How to Transform from Fragile to Antifragile, written by Dr. Alan Barnard. If you don't follow his YouTube channel, I strongly recommend that you follow his YouTube channel. Just Google Dr. Alan Barnard and you will find him. You can also Google or check out their business, which is Gold Rat Research Labs. They talk about theory of constraints. He also is one of the foremost experts when it comes to the decision science. And he tells you or he teaches you how to make better decisions in life and make them faster and with this optionality to shift from fragile to anti-fragile built in the decision making systems. So if you've not followed him, check him out. If you've not read the book, buy and read the book. And if you've not read my book, Thrive, skill sets, mindsets and skill sets that you need to succeed in a world dominated by smart machines and intelligent algorithms, please go ahead and buy it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good investment of your time and money. So until I see you next time, this is Mukesh signing off. If you like the video, please do like, subscribe. I'm on a quest to becoming a leader worth following. And if you want to become a leader worth following as well, please follow along. It's a journey, and I want us to take the journey together. The world needs a lot more leaders, and not just leaders, but leaders worth following. Think about it. Take care. Bye.